Much has been made of the NBA GOAT debate, especially during the onset of ESPN/Netflix hit docuseries, The Last Dance. The show centered around the career of the one and only Michael Jordan and his journey with the Chicago Bulls. It was an ultimate showing of MJ's greatness, which placed him atop the leaderboard of many GOAT lists, be it from experts and pundits to every other basketball fan on the planet. So what does it take for an NBA player to be considered the greatest of all time? Is it the number of titles he's won throughout his career? Individual most valuable awards, perhaps? Or maybe it's also all about how he single-handedly revolutionized the game of basketball. The truth is that there's no singular answer. Every single person will have their own set of categories, and it is without question that personal bias will certainly come into play. One thing is clear, however, a player's ability to put the ball in the basket is one of, if not the most important category, in any GOAT prerequisite list. After all, this is what basketball is all about. So without further ado, here are the top 5 greatest pure scorers in NBA history. At number 5 is Kareem AbdulJabbar. It would be disrespectful to not have Kareem AbdulJabbar on this list. After all, he is currently the record holder for the most points scored in the history of the NBA, at 38,387 total career points. It's all about longevity for the 7'2" big man. AbdulJabbar averaged over 20 points in 17 out of the 20 seasons that he played in the league. At one point, the Hall of Famer put up 34.8 points on a ridiculous 57.4% shooting clip in the 1971 to 1972 season. If we're talking about truly unstoppable NBA scorers, not many will be above the great Kareem AbdulJabbar on that list. At number 4 is LeBron James. The funny thing about LeBron James is that the general belief is that he's not a scorer. He's primarily a playmaker that just happens to be really good at scoring the basketball. As of writing, James is the only active player on our list, and here to date, he has already amassed 34,087 points, which is good for 3rd overall in the all-time scoring list. Currently, he's just behind Utah Jazz legend Karl Malone by 2,841 points, and the odds are James will be able to overtake Malone by the time he calls it a career. Do we dare say that James will be able to score at least 4,300 points to claim the top spot in the NBA all-time scoring list? Whatever the case may be, there's no denying that this is pretty impressive for a pass-first kind of guy, right? At number 3 is Kobe Bryant. Not many know that as an 18-year-old rookie, Kobe Bryant averaged just 7.6 points in 71 games played. However, he more than doubled that in his sophomore year, and the rest, as they say, is NBA history. Bryant was criticized throughout his career as a ball hog, which many consider to be the very reason why he was able to score so many points. It's worth noting, though, that he averaged 5.2 assists per game in his career. Be that as it may, it's hard to deny that Bryant was one of the most gifted scorers ever. His 33,643 career points, 4th all-time, is a testament to this fact, and so is the 81 points he scored in 2006, the 2nd all-time record for points scored in a single NBA game. At number 2 is Wilt Chamberlain. You can't score 100 games in a single NBA game and not be one of the greatest scorers of all time. Moreover, Wilt Chamberlain once averaged 50.4 points in a season during the 1961 to 1962 year, and while the rules were different back then, there's just no way this record is ever going to be broken. We said earlier that AbdulJabbar was an unstoppable force during his time, but it is beyond crystal clear that Chamberlain was an even more unrelenting NBA scorer. The 7'1" center is edged out on our list by just one individual, and that individual taking the top spot on our list is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan retired with 32,292 career points, which is currently just 5th all-time in the NBA. 3 out of the 4 other players on our list here rank above MJ, but still, there's no denying that the Bulls legend remains to be the greatest scorer of all time. Why do you ask? Well, the biggest factor that comes into play when looking at the numbers is the fact that Jordan played for just 15 seasons. His career average of 30.1 points per game is actually the highest scoring average of all time. Who knows how many total points Jordan would have scored in his career if he did not retire twice. Aside from his competitive nature and his win-at-all-cost demeanor, his ability to score is undeniably Jordan's greatest strength. This does not only make him the greatest NBA scorer of all time, but it also makes the strongest case for being the overall GOAT, regardless of the category. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Upper Echelon Sports, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. See you all next time.